everybody, this is Elissa from Mink Arts and Crafts, and today we are going to do another small shop spotlight slash small shop haul. In today's small shop spotlight for the Lunar New Year DP along, or Lunar New Year DP 24, comes to us from Bella Art Day Nicole. And we're also going to be looking at like the items that I have from Bella Art Diamonds with the canvases as well. So we're going to break into it. I have 3 packages here. I think the first one has actually been sitting waiting to be opened since December, and then I have one from January and one from this month for February as well. So we're going to kind of break into these as well. You're going to hear the kitten causing chaos, and as typical, like she does all the things. So let's see, what do I have in here? I always do this. I wait until, you know, it's way late and forget to open the, which is really cool. So I wait until, you know, it is super late to open some of these, and I've been trying to not open them quite as late, and that's part of like this big move for it. So I am very like picky and particular on my trays, and everybody has trays that work well for them. I personally do best, and here is the business card, Bella Art Day Nicole. You can see right there, and I love the fact that they are a obviously small shop, and they are a military owned military family business as well. So for the first order that I made back in December was actually, and I completely forgot that this was one of my holiday purchases, so I should have opened it during the holidays, but I did not. But I figured, you know, I'm out here in the desert, so I had to order this adorable beyond belief little cactus resin cover minder. I thought that was super cute. And I like that we have the resin, or the different colored, like the actual green cactus portion of the cover minder. And I love that the greens are perfect. And then you have the pot. So we have a resin cover minder with the magnet, and the magnet on the bottom is resined right in. And then you have the other one. So we have a cactus cover minder because, you know, I live in the desert. And then I also got their Happy Holidays 3D printed tray with this nice, lovely snowman on the front. I am very picky. Like I said, I'm very picky with my trays, and I have found that the tray size that works best for me is this 3.1 tray. So this size right here, and I love the ones that have the external spout. That's what works best for me out of all of the different tray companies that I've tried. This is what works best for me. And I love the green glitter of this. So it's a little bit late to bring that one out, but there it is. There is the Christmas tray. There is a beautiful sticker. And then I also had purchased their, for, I think it was it December and January, but for like a 2-month period, they were doing the Be the Hero DP along. So I participated in that event. And for that event, they had a tray that they had designed for that event, which is this one. I think this is my only black tray, and I thought that would be perfect. I think I have like a larger tray from a different company that's significantly larger. So I got their Be the Hero DP along small tray. And I like the fact that they're offering the event trays in these smaller sizes rather than the typical like 3-section massive trays that they used to only offer them in, because I like the small trays. And this is my go-to. I usually take the, when I'm not storing them or having them sit there to be kitten-proofed, I usually take the lid off and I take the stopper out for when they're sitting there, and I hold them like this and work with them just like this. Because sometimes you want a black tray. And for me, the drills line up beautifully on these. So that is the Be the Hero tray. It's black and gold. So it's the first 2 trays. And we're going to move the box off to the side. And now we're going to get into the second order. And I'm loving these like fancy new types of tray. So this is the January order. And in the January order, we have another one of the gift cards. And then I was supposed to, during one of my sneak peeks, I was supposed to get a grid tray to showcase. But basically the grid tray had been missed. So instead of the grid tray, I had gotten like, I can't remember what I got instead. So Nicole threw in the grid tray so I could showcase the grid tray to see what it is. Oh, and look at that color. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at the 3D, or like the different colors. You've got this is like one of those mermaid where it's like purpley blue and then green, and oh, look at that vibrant green. And then you have that greenish, bluish, purplish when you look at it down below. I've never actually used a grid tray, so that'll be interesting to try out. And then you have the lid with those same colors right there. And I love how these slide in. So this is what their internal spout looks like. And I've actually never used the internal spout because I've only ever used the external spout. But you can see how it's angled right through there to showcase the fit of it. And I love the color of that tray. So that's a beautifully colored tray. And with this order here, I did go ahead and order. I wanted to try out their, I can't even remember what their sparkle dust drills. And I got them in squares because I have all of, like, I have so many of them from, that I have in rounds. But I have never actually tried these in, I haven't purchased any of them in squares. So I figured I would order them from Bella Art de Nicole in squares. So I got the full set of them from them in the square drills. And that's what we have in here are the different colors that they offer in squares. And these are those sparkle dust, shimmer, fairy dust, pixie dust, whatever you want to call them. Every company has a different name since Diamond Art Club has pulled out like a monopoly on what you can, on using the actual term of fairy dust. So everybody has to kind of like, instead of being able to say, oh, like ABs are ABs across the board. Glitter drills are like, that's the only thing that has the same name across the board. Everything else, oh, I love that. That 3810, that is beautiful. So they had to come up with what they were going to call it. So we have a full set of these. Boom. So you've got the full set of all of these colors. Oh, those are some pretty pinks. I basically am pulling, they were in order. I'm pulling them out of order because I want to show them off. I love those purples. These are some fun colors. Oh, those 300s. So we're just going to get them all out so we can see these colors. I have not yet used any of these because I haven't really tried, like I haven't added a lot of any bling really outside of like full sets of kits of bling that I purchased. I haven't added any bling to squares just because it's so much more work for me to work on a square. But I figured I now have some bling for my squares and I didn't have to think about it. Look at those browns. Those browns are beautiful. But those are some gorgeous colors. I'm going to find one of these and I'm going to bring it up so we can see it a little bit better. We're going to put the box out of the way and look at these last couple colors. But there's, I think, 60 something different colors. Oh, the 907s and the 700s are some of my favorite colors of drill. But there are some beautiful ones in here. Let's see if I can get a good angle where you can see some of, yes, you can see a little bit of that mica color, that mica powder shimmery coating that you see right on there. That is beautiful. So there are some gorgeous drills in here and you can kind of see that shimmery coating on there. So these were all of the drills that I got in that order. So that was that order number 2, which were the specials in squares because I don't have a lot of square special drills. My special drills are all pretty much rounds. So I wanted to pick up some that were in squares. So now we're going to roll into the, we're going to roll into seeing what we have in here for order number 3. So order number 3 that we have over here, we have a couple different fun purchases. So for these ones, we will go ahead and take a look at them. They have been coming out with some super fantastic special edition trays that I am totally loving. So these special edition trays, they're like the limited edition ones, the releases that they're doing, and they're coming out with some fantastic different trays. So like this one is, you've got this beautiful, I don't know if the color comes through, but there's this beautiful like almost lime green right in here. But this is, I believe it's made to go with Ines Guerrero's kits to be the kind of have that theme. But you've got the skeleton hand holding the rose. So that's what this kit is, or that tray is right there. This one is the pot of gold, the look of the Irish pot of gold. And you've got the rainbow right here. And this one is part of their, I think part of their giveaway. And I am not a winner. I don't have a pot of gold on the back of my tray. Because I believe they have a limited number of trays that if they have a pot of gold on the back, you're a winner for, I believe, a certain gift card or something to that effect. But look at that. I love the little gnome or you know, what is it? Christmas elves, I guess you could say, or fancy elves or something to that effect for those that do not like gnomes. And then we're going to look at these ones, but I love these designs that they're doing on these. There's some super spectacular designs that I'm loving. Like these two, I think right here are going to be my favorite two of them. So I thought these ones were absolutely gorgeous. So here is it's going to be for one of their events they're going to be having, the Bella Art DP along. But this butterfly is absolutely gorgeous. There's this beautiful sparkly purple inside the wings of the butterfly. Loved the look of that. So that one is a gorgeous tray. And I don't have any of this blue colored trays, or this blue shade. All of my trays, which you'll see shortly, are very pastel-y. And I think this one is probably my favorite one. This is their new butterfly logo for Bella Art Diamonds. And I absolutely love how that like painted on butterfly looks on that tray. I thought that's beautiful. And you can't go wrong having just like a straight white tray sometimes. You kind of need that straight white tray. So I love the simplicity of that. And I love how the lids are secure and I don't have to worry about them coming off. And then now that the original Steamboat Willie is in the public domain, they went ahead and made a Steamboat Willie, which you can see right here. Here is their Steamboat Willie. Look at that. So that's like the precursor to Mickey Mouse. So you've got that tray right there. Beautiful. Look at that. And it's such a fun color. And like I don't have anything in red because I'm not normally a red person. And then we have, I believe, one more tray, one or two more trays. And then the last one that I purchased was the blue, this blue shade of like this cookies and cream. I've got this in like a minty color and then also just in like the straight whitish gray cookies and cream because I just love this kind of like filament. There was a little bit of that. So I got it in this color, just the straight color of this light blue. So that one was the last one that I ordered. And then the last two that I have to showcase are actually going to be the giveaway items. So there are going to be two giveaways. We have you have a large, this is their large size tray, and this is for the Year of the Dragon. You have a 2024 with a dragon on it, and I love that. And I actually already have these trays in my stash that I had ordered and already opened already, I believe. And you've got this beautiful, beautiful, where it's kind of like the color shift from like grayish, whitish to black for the filament that they used for the base of the tray. And then the dragon, and then the logo, of course, and it's 2024. So we have a small and a large. And we're going to be doing a giveaway. And I was debating if I want to do them as, like, I think I've been doing everything as, like, one set. So I was like, well, do I want to do as one winner or do I want to do two winners? And I think I'm, like, going to share the love. So we will have two lucky winners for this giveaway for this week. One lucky winner will win the large tray, and then the other lucky winner will win the small tray. And you will be getting goodie bags to go along with the tray. So you're not getting just the tray, you're getting goodie bags, which at some point I will show you the goodie bags. But there's going to be other fun things in the goodie bags beyond just the trays. So you will want to make sure to comment on this video, and let's go ahead and use because Bella Art, Nicole and Jamie, they do so much with their butterflies, and butterflies are so important to them. So the keyword that you're going to comment down below and use in a sentence, it has to be a full sentence, is going to be the word butterfly. So I want you to use the word butterfly in a full sentence for me, and you will have I'm thinking, because I'm thinking I'm going to be doing 2 separate giveaways this week because we're running low on time. So I will announce the winner for this one, I believe. I haven't decided if it's going to be announced in my Friday video or in my Whip and Chat on Saturday. Or maybe I'll just announce all of the winners for both giveaways that I'm going to be doing in my Whip and Chat on Saturday. But that is what we're going to be doing. So you'll have a few days to comment down below. And a huge shout out and thank you to Jamie and Nicole for giving us these trays. And as these are like, I love my Bella trays. They are my favorite ones. As you can see, I pretty much exclusively use the smalls. I started out getting large and small trays, and then I went with the smalls because I found that was what I liked the most and worked best for me. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the other items that I have from them in my hoard of items, and then go from there. So we will take a look at all of that and go on. And we are back again. Here are some of the non-tray items that I have, including, well, I guess tray and non-tray items. So this is my tray tower. There is one tray that there are some trays that I have that are not in here. And that is, I don't have the handful. I think I have like 3 or 4 large trays, of the 3.1 large trays that are not in here. And then a couple trays that I have like in my go bag. I have a go bag for when like a little bin that I take with me to work when I'm at, when I go to the hospital for a duty day, I take with me for work. So that way I can take my diamond painting stuff, and I keep a tray in there. I also keep one of the trays on my desk with me. I'll show it with my paint gem setup. So I always have one sitting on a separate desk for my paint gem setup. So that's what I have for those. You can see these are some of the different colors that I have for my trays, and I have one of the essential trays that I have set up right through here. I think I have another one sitting on my desk somewhere. Sushi, we're not going to jump up there and cause chaos. Sushi! It's my iPad no, that's my laptop you're walking on, not my iPad. So as you can see, I obviously have a color palette that I am drawn to, which are primarily the teals, aquas, and shades of, what is this, like the purpley, fuchsia, pastel-y type colors. That's obviously my color palette, with the tray being obviously this color here. I actually have 3 of these. These are my putty holders, and I have them sorted. So the one that I pulled out for the sake of showing you guys is the tray holder that has my my patty wax in the back section. From this tray, or this putty right here, this Enabler's Outpost putty, back are the putties that I have not yet used. Once they get used, they then get sorted into an alphabetical order within their shop. So all of these putties that you're seeing right here are my pity putties that I have. I have a lot of pity putty, and I have a lot of Merry Mud. Those are my 2 biggest putties that I have, and I will do a at some point I will go through like a putty haul of all the different putties that I have. But as you can see, that's like a fair amount just from that. I have an entire one of these that is just like Merry Mud. And then I have a third one that has a bunch of different smaller quantities from different shops. These are the 2 funnels that I have. So I use, this one is one that I got for baggies. I have not actually used it nearly as much with the baggies because I don't struggle with baggies that much, because usually I'm pouring the drills from an Elizabeth Ward container, and this is for the Elizabeth Ward containers. I use this one quite frequently, actually. I pretty much use this this funnel anytime I'm kitting up a diamond painting. I kit up into Elizabeth Ward containers, and I use this funnel to kit up into those containers, and it has really, really helped to reduce the spilling, how much I spill all over everything. So this is what I use for kitting up, is this one. And since I'm usually pouring from an Elizabeth Ward into a plastic bag when I'm dekitting, I don't use this one as much as I thought I would. So I have it in case I need it, but I don't really utilize it that much. And then I did get their little bento box, and the bento box that you're seeing here is very disorganized because I was sorting it and organizing it for a while, and then I stopped. But I put different things on top, and then on the inside is where I keep all of my, no, we are not, you just knocked over all those boxes. This thing knocked over the boxes. Oh, look at the thing. Sushi, you gonna show off your face? You gonna show off your face, baby? Look at that face. Look at that. She's like, it's bright, Mom. Stop. Stop, Mom. Stop. She's kicking me. She's like, put me down, Mom. She knocked over the boxes. because cat, that's what she does. So I keep my different multi-placers and my different single placers that I have. And then these tips. These are screw-in ones that go for a specific pen that has the screw-in end. So that's why those ones are separate. And then those are my non-standard tips, and then these are standard colored tips, and those are my regular metal tips. I'm almost at the point of needing to order another batch of metal tips from AliExpress for these, and I'll probably just order just the straight standard silver ones when I place that second order, because I usually have a I'll typically have a load of the thin metal placers on my, I use these ones on my square paintings and these on my round paintings. So I usually will have a pen loaded with square tips and a pen loaded with round tips going at the same time. So this is my bento box, which is what I keep my tips in. And then I also, when I'm working on my paint gems, I load up my paint gem baggies when I'm sitting at my desk in one of these, which is a slightly different version of how you could potentially store your putties if you wanted to. Or you could just kit up your baggies into, or just put the stickers on the baggies. And I do this so that way I don't have bags floating around on my desk that the cats, mostly Sushi, could knock over, because they're already kitted up into their baggies, and I can just rifle through what bag I need for whatever canvas I'm working on. You can see I've laid a few drills on that particular one, and then there's the tray I'm doing. And then the other thing that I have a lot of from them as well, I have because originally when I started getting pens, I was using their pen dealio here. What happened to, why do I not have a tip in this pen? What happened to the tip from that pen? That's weird. That's very weird. Oh, maybe it's because I haven't used that pen yet. I can tell when I've used a pen because I'll put the tip in it. I have not used this pen yet. But this is their 10 pen holder, and it's in the rainbow color. So let me move it so you can kind of see. There's the back of it. It's in rainbow colors, and these are, I only have 9 pens in it right now. So these are like 9 of my favorite pens that I have in this placer, or this pen holder. And this is the one that sits on my desk. So that way I can always like have some pens in like easy grip. And like I always like, this one is loaded up with wax. So if I need a pen with ABs, for ABs ready, I can grab this one with wax. Would you stop your chaos? No, we're not going to knock the boxes over again. So those are my, like 10 of my favorite pens that I have from a variety of different companies. You can see here, I need to go through and add my 10th one. I know exactly which pen I'm going to be putting there. It's going to be one of my new beauties from Leopard Leatherworks. It's going to go right there. But that kind of gives you the variety of how you can fit your different pens up there. But yes, so that's what I have from there. Put that back on my desk. And I've actually been pretty successful of keeping the kitten from, you know, causing chaos and knocking things over from there. And we are going to go ahead and take a look at let me move these out of the way, and we're going to take a look at what canvases I have from them as well. So let me pull up my gems flow. So I have, and we're going to come down so we can get a little bit of a zoom in view from here, because everything else that we do now is going to be on the iPad, and this will give us the best viewing pleasure will be from this view. That way you have the least amount of glare and you guys can see. All right. So I have completed 2 kits from Bella Art Diamonds, and I have 8 kits in my hoard from Bella Art Diamonds. I'll change my view so you guys can see a little bit of a larger view. When I'm working in Gems Flow, I like to have this viewpoint here as opposed to this viewpoint. It's just my preference is looking at it like this. For me, it's more value add to look like that because I've got the name and I've got the size of the kit, versus this is just the name. So the 2 that I have finished already are Aphrodite. That's a really small blurry image. We'll go to the actual project image, which is not going to have the best resolution because of putting it in Gems Flow gives us grainy resolution of the photo. But you can see this is Aphrodite. She was a beauty. That was a round image, round drill canvas. And then Cozy Mug, which is also, I also did it in a round drill canvas, which I have post reviews of both of those up. They were absolutely gorgeous, phenomenal kits to work on, and the drills were amazing. Cozy Mug was still with the acrylic rounds, and then Aphrodite is resin rounds. The other kits that I have from them, I have Autumn Treat. So we're gonna come up here. So this is Autumn Treat, and I got that one in rounds. If given the choice, I always choose rounds. And then I got Emotion Express, which is a beautiful, beautiful one. I'm excited to work on Emotion Expressed, which is also I got in rounds. Harajuku, which I got in rounds as well. I love that image. That's a beautiful image. And then we have It's Home, and It's Home is square, but that is going to be beautiful worked up in squares. And that's one that I will definitely add some of the Bella Sparkle Dust, the dust drills. I'm just going to call them dust drills because I can never remember what the name is. Ocean Spirit, which is rounds. That is a beauty right there. That's going to be a fun snack to work up quickly. And then we've got Ohana, which I got in rounds, which is so cute. I love that. That's just such an adorable image. Anything with the sea turtles is so cute. Pine Tree Haven, which I did also get in rounds, which, you know, can't pass it up. It's so cute. That's a beautiful, beautiful image. And then Pink Khakis, which are rounds. That's a very, I just based, this is me taking a picture of the tiny little image to put in my chart for these purposes. So I think out of those, the only thing that I have from those, I think it's just the one square out of all of these. And then everything else is rounds. I think it's just It's Home is the only square that I have. Everything else is rounds from Bella Art Diamonds. But those are the Bella Art Diamonds canvases that I have in my hoard. And there's more that I want to purchase from them, but I'm in a finish 4 buy 1. And I'm trying to kind of prioritize the purchases to some of the shops that I have not purchased from, because there's places that I want to try out small shop wise for some of these ones, or places where I do not have 10 canvases from already. So I'm trying to prioritize who I buy from for my finish 4 buy 1. So that's why I have not purchased the last little bit. So we are going to go ahead and pull up and take a look at their website. Okay, so now we are up on their website, and this is when you come to Bella Art de Nicole. They have kind of condensed everything down into one website, so you can find both their Bella Art Diamonds and Bella Art de Nicole items on the same website, which is fantastic for ease of navigation. So we're going to take a look at the website. This is just at the homepage, what you can see from the homepage. You can do scroll down. I've never actually scrolled down to see what it looks like on the homepage here, but this is kind of what you see on the homepage, and where you can kind of come down and do some quick links. I usually just do everything right up here from the top, and it basically takes because everything is made to order. They don't have it sitting around in inventory for their 3D printed items, and they also have the resin items. So it's going to take a little bit for it to be shipped to you, but 1.5 to 2.5 weeks is phenomenal when it comes to ordering. And you can have custom orders as well. It's just going to take a little bit longer because you're going to have to reach out to, you're going to have to email them and reach out to Nicole and you can see at sales@bellaartdenicole.com, and you want to give her a couple days to reply back as to work on anything when it comes to customs, and that's going to add a little bit of time to that 1.5 to 2.5 week shipping timeline for any kind of custom orders. But they do custom orders, and the fact that everything is made to order and it ships so quickly to me is phenomenal, because I have some trays that I had ordered for another company that I had done a custom order on, and it took 12 weeks for them to get here, and there was nothing that said this is going to take 12 weeks, and I was like, really? That's kind of crazy. So I love the fact that this is so quick and great customer service as far as my experience that I've had. So if you come up to the top, the first thing we're going to look at is the first tab, which says Shop Diamond Paintings and Bella Sparkle Dust Drills. So the first thing up is the drills. You've got rounds, and you've got, let's see, and squares. So you can come in and you can take a look at them, and you can see all the variety of colors. You can see what they look like all spread out. You can buy them buy the entire DMC, or you can buy them as all 61 colors that they have, or you can buy the individual DMC code. That's what you can do like that. I don't, I'll do it 1-for-1 DMC swap, but half the time, once you add that coating onto a drill, whether it's a dust drill or it's an AB or any kind of drill, once you add a coating to it, it's going to change the color. So if you want to do a DMC for a DMC swap, it's probably not going to look the exact same. That does not bother me, but that may bother some people. So just as an FYI, if you're looking for it to be an exact color swap, it's not necessarily going to be exact. So that's why I like to have the full sets, because then I can kind of change it up and look things around. And then the rounds are going to look the same as that, as I go tapping things. And then we're going to come over to diamond paintings. So if you click, same thing right here, and you click on diamond paintings, you can scroll down and you can see all of the different diamond paintings that they have and that they've released. I like to, it's already defaulted as best selling. I like to sort by new to old is usually how I like to sort when I'm looking at diamond paintings from a company. I want to see what they've released as the newest releases and what their oldest releases are. So you can see they've got some cute images. You've got the fairy friend is adorable. They've got some Halloween themed images. I know Sweet Deer Girl was really popular and Bubble Girl was super popular. Ocean Spirit is a beautiful image. The Spring Greetings is adorable. Dusky Brooks is one that's offered only in squares, and this is one that I really want. I totally wish it was offered in rounds. I get like why they made the decision to offer. So that's the original art, and there is the render, which is a little bit lighter, not quite as dark, because that's a very dark image, but that is beautiful. The cat is standing on my foot. Absolutely beautiful artwork. And as you zoom in, okay, you can see that's kind of like they render, if you can kind of see my finger moving around. So you can see what the render is actually going to look like on that image. With my iPad, it doesn't want to actually populate it in a bigger picture there. But this is one that I want, is Dusky Brooks. That's one that's on my wish list right there. And then on the second page, there are some other beautiful ones. The kite is pretty cool. The other one that I want is Cerulean, is a really awesome dragon. That looks phenomenal. But the other one that I want is Finland Lake. And this is another one that's in squares. It's beautiful. But before I order any more square canvases, like big square landscape, these are not massive ones. They kind of rendered it to whatever size needed to be done for the canvas. And you can see it's going to be beautiful. Those tones are going to be gorgeous. But Finland Lake is a beauty. Do not step on my iPad. Not happening, girlfriend. But they've got some gorgeous art. Moon Earring is beautiful. Those colors on that. They've got this Pet Shop and Witchy Ways. These are some beautiful, like, Pet Shop is so awesome. Like this one, it's a beauty. That image right there, I'm like, I like that. That's awesome. She's a beauty. And like, love that one. The kitten is being silliness, playing behind there. But that's page 2, and then we come over to page 3. Sushi, stop playing with things that you're not supposed to play with. And then you come down, and you can see in the below is by the same artist that did, oh gosh, what is it called? Ohana. It's the same artist that did Ohana, which is Leah Barazzi. That's the same artist for in the below. As you come through, they've got some Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. If you're a fan of Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, they've got these like little cat and mocha things. We've got Emma Casey. They've come in and we go to page 4. They've got some witches, some Halloween themes. They've got some skeletons, which are some fun ones. Then you come in. Let me go grab a kitten before she causes more chaos. Don't squeak at me. And then you come down, and now we're getting into some of, I think, Valkyria and Pegaso is the last of the new releases, and then everything else are the older releases. And you can see the ones that I have versus the ones that the kitten, doing kitten things, the ones that I have versus the ones that I have. But you can see those are the same artist there. There are some absolutely gorgeous images here, and I can't wait to work on all of them that I have, and then adding more. Like there's some of them, like both of these that I want. The Dreamy Whale and Happy Fall, I want those as well, but I had to limit myself on what I could purchase on that first on those orders because you can't buy everything all in one fell swoop. So now we're gonna go into their crafting accessories. So you've got so many things in here. You have scratch and dent, pen holders, holiday items, funnels, discounted items, towers, tools, stoppers, cover minders, easy grid trays, caddies. They have a cross stitch and crochet section, which, oh yeah, I forgot to say, my candy bin is, I actually have two of these. One that I use as my candy bin. This is actually their 3D printed yarn bowl. I have one that I use as my candy bin. It's a cat. And one that I actually use for yarn. I just couldn't resist. I needed something to put candy in, so I have two of them. I have one of them in a light blue. Actually, this one here, the cat in the light blue that you see right there, that's what I keep my yarn in. And then I have the cat in the pink. That's my candy bin. So they have 3D printed yarn bowls as for part of their yarn bowls. They have event trays that they'll do. So these are the special limited edition trays. So you saw some of them already. You've got Year of the Dragon. You've got Steamboat Willie. They've got the pink rose, skeleton hand with pink rose. You've got their Bella Art diamonds. They've got some event ones. They've got a public domain Winnie the Pooh. And they have this new cute unicorn one, which I'm like, oh my goodness, it's adorable. I mean, look at that unicorn. So cute. Let's see. They'll have cover minders, which are a lot of the cover minders, and these are resin items, which are fun. And they'll have 2 pages of the resin items. So you've got all sorts of fun things with the resin items. I have a couple different resin cover minders from them. They have a new item that they have is the Wonder Tray, which is interchangeable with different pieces and parts that you can get for it for the Wonder Tray. I'm very picky on my trays, so I have not tried the Wonder Tray. And then here are their majority of their trays. So a lot of different item options, and you have different colors that you can do, and they'll be changing it. They change out their colors at different times. I usually get the 3.1, and I love my mint tones is usually what I like. And this is a sparkle color, so they have the colors that they're doing right now. So they're like really colorful, pretty tones. And then I also like the ombre ones. So they've been limiting how many colors they release at a time because they have so many items, and that can be really confusing. And then here's page 2 where it does show some of the other ones. So it's got a lot of items, as you can see here. And look at that. They even have Emma Casey's art on a diamond painting tray. How adorable is that? For everybody that's an Emma Casey fan, look at that. You can get these little Emma Casey artworks on your tray. How sweet. I don't think I've seen a company do that before outside of them. So those are the trays. You have your everything holders, which we saw that I keep my wax in, and they have different sizes of those. Then they have the 32 slot holder, which you saw that I keep my, that I kit up my paint gems in. You have your bead, cross stitch, and crochet goodies. So all sorts of goodies that you can use for bead, cross stitch, and crochet. A little bit of everything for those. And you have your Bella Tray caddies. I haven't used any of those. Easy grid trays. And then you've got specific cover minders for diamond painting. They have all sorts of goodies. They have like 4 pages of cover minders. I'm not going to go through all of the cover minders because we've got a lot on here. You can get stoppers for different trays as well that they make specifically for different trays depending on what the tray is that you have. And they also make some different tools. So they have like the light pad cover for if your on-off switch is such that you keep hitting it. For different types of on-off switches, they have little painting pen toppers. They do make 3D printed multi-placers as well. And then this is a cool thing that they designed. It's clamps for your, if you're somebody that likes to roll your canvas underneath your table, they made these clamps that go underneath the table, like clamp onto the edge of the table that your canvas can sit into, and you can roll your canvas, and then you don't have to wonder what you're going to do with your canvas, which is kind of cool that they've done that. So you can see here, you've got the, oh, now it doesn't want to like expand on me. But you can see, there you go. You can see the clamp system that clamps on the edge of the table, and then the canvas will sit in the holder on each side, which is really awesome that they designed that. Jamie's super good at designing and developing all of those. They have a release paper holder. Sushi, we are not knocking my Dorumas off. The Dorumas do not get touched. They need to stay there. You bathed your right side. Why have you not bathed your left side? Your left side is dirty. But all sorts of things. See, here's the bento box that I showed you, like that I have. They have a washi tape dispenser, all sorts of goodies. No, we do not need to knock that stuff over. And then they have towers for pretty much any tray you could possibly get from them. They make a tower for it. And let's see, here's funnels. And then they have all the different styles of funnels that you could possibly want as well. So you've got funnels for everything. They have the Harbor Freight containers, small Tic Tacs, the large square Tic Tacs, baggies, a regular type of a funnel, the Elizabeth Ward ones, and the round, like Art Dot containers. They have funnels for everything. And then we have the pen holders, which are these different styles of pen holder. So you can see these are the ones that I had, were those ones there. And let's see, they do have some holiday items. Sushi, stop climbing my bookshelf. No, we're not knocking things off the bookshelf. And then they have holiday specific items, which is kind of like the limited edition stuff. And then we have resin items as well. So here is where they'll kind of put anything that's resin related. They will say here, and that goes here. So they do have some really pretty, though, like that's a pretty resin tray. Look at how colorful that is. All these different resin trays that they've developed, that they have done, different sizes, styles. I like the pink one, is really pretty. And it'll say what ones they have, with whether it's chunky glitter, XOXO, that one sold out. People wanted that one. Love letters. So you'll be able to go through and see which one you want, which ones are in stock versus sold out for the different resin items. And that basically covers kind of what they have for their different items. But as you can see, there's quite a lot to the shop and quite a lot that they have. And then they also have their Facebook group that you can go check out. I'm not going to do Facebook because I'm not going to pull up my Facebook to go through, but that's what you can see. All the things and all the items and all the diamond paintings. So there, and you can actually shop the diamond paintings by artist as well, which is pretty cool. So you can at a glance kind of see some of the art that they have licensed by the artists to get an idea of what may be coming down the pipeline from those different artists. So you can say, hey, I like that, and you can be keeping your eyes open for more absolutely beautiful artwork from certain artists. Like I'm looking forward to seeing some art by Christina Lehman art. We've got David Lizao has already been released a lot. Like the first one, we've got a couple that have already released from this artist, Alice, and I'm looking forward to some additional ones from Alice. And then we have Ani Jacquarine. We've got a couple that have already released from her. Christina Lehman, I'm looking forward to some releases from her. David Lizao, Effervescence, we've definitely seen some releases from Effervescence already. Elizabeth Alba, we just saw some new releases from Elizabeth Alba. Emma Casey's art, we've been seeing Emma Casey art for a while now, so we've got some new releases from her. Hey Soleil art, we've been seeing some adorable releases from Hey Soleil art. And we have Jamie Walton art. We got a whole bunch of these little, what are they? The coffee kitties, whatever you want to call them, that we just saw. Jorge Urbina, we just saw the It's Home. It was one of the releases from Jorge Urbina. Joseph Payne's, some adorable images there. We've seen a couple. Leah Barazzi, some very distinctive style for Leah Barazzi. Lee Yan, I'm looking forward to more images from Lee Yan. There's been a couple so far, and I'm looking forward to more. Louisa Maria, We've seen a couple there. Marie Mahou Shoujo. Shoujo. We got some gorgeous, fun ones there. Natasha Mora. From her, we've got a couple that we've already seen, and there's some more incredible, beautiful artwork. Nicole's art. So she's got some distinctive, fun ones. Saskia Franken-Sayers. A couple there. Stephen Morales. We've got some gorgeous landscapes there. Tengu Arts. I think this is one that I am looking forward to the absolute most. When these come out, those are going to be like must-buys for me for the Tengu Arts. Tiffany King, Tony Kailau, Vicky, Yaroslava Guskova, and there are more artists beyond that are coming out. I think they're up into like the 30s of how many artists they have. So a lot of artists and a lot of things to showcase from those artists, but lots out there coming and more to go. So I think it's pretty awesome that they've been able to find such awesome artists, and they're already always looking for more artists to license. I am like, out of all of these, I think I am most looking forward to seeing Tengu Arts and seeing some images from Tengu Arts. I think that's gonna be awesome. Like, I want that image right there. That's gonna be phenomenal. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this spotlight and seeing what Bella Art de Nicole and / Bella Art Diamonds has to offer, and what we have from Jamie and Nicole over there, and seeing what all they bring to the table, which is quite a lot. And I'm excited to see everything, to kind of show off a little bit of like the fun goodies that they have, and also to, you know, pull out some of the items that they have, that I have had in my hoard that I use on a regular basis. Like some of the things that I'm like, oh, what do I have from them to showcase? And then as you start pulling things out, you're like, oh, I also have that, and I also have that, and I also have that. And then you start to realize how many things you have from a certain shop, and kind of go from there. But yeah, so huge shout out and thank you to Jamie and Nicole for being one of the sponsors for this event. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.